Hello. As the title says, Scoot has had a March update. It's a follow-on from the update last month, which I covered in a separate video. And this time around, it's mostly slightly smaller things, but there's some very cool additions, which I think people will be pleased to see. In fact, one of them came from the start of this line. Did you notice what it was? Okay, so if I play this back, do you notice anything different about the grind right there? People that have been playing this before and they did a lot of Feeble and Smith tricks, you will have noticed before it didn't really accentuate them very much, so it looked like you were doing it 50-50 most of the time. But now, especially on ledges, you can do them and they're a lot more lean to the side. It actually looks like a proper Feeble or a Smith, which is kind of a nice addition because those tricks kind of got ignored before. I never really did them. And I think a lot of other people kind of avoided them just because they were really hard to tell and they were just kind of annoying to do. So that's a really nice addition, especially for more tech-orientated people. So yeah, definite improvement on that side. And actually, while we're here, you'll notice at the bottom it says Fisheye, which is another, well, this is kind of one of the biggest things about this update, I think, especially for people that want to do edits. Because up until now, you just had that kind of standard cam, which is fine, but especially for people that do like tech, street things, having these as a way of showing off more like, I don't know, just finer detailed tricks and just making stuff look different. This is kind of a huge addition, I think. I'll try and film something interesting as we go along. That was kind of a boring trick, but yeah, I'll try and use that as we go along through the video. I'll actually put the changelog either in the description or in a comment below so you can look for it yourself. Other things that are kind of important are mini hops, which is kind of a also well requested trick, I think. You just press in the right stick and you get a little hop out of it, which is perfect for doing little 180s into and out of tricks. So yeah, anything that ends in fakie, you usually have to do this, which can over-rotate sometimes. It's a little bit awkward. So the ability to just sort of go bump in a nice clean way is very nice. Also, I'm not sure if there's a good spot to do it here, but you know, like that sort of thing. I know there's a weird bump that happened there, but just a quick way into fakie, say before you go down a stair gap or something, that would also look pretty nice, I think. If we find a good spot, we'll maybe try that, because that would make a good little trick for the fisheye, maybe. Another thing which I can't honestly say I noticed myself, but that's probably because I'm not a scooter person. Okay, that was gross. Let's try that again. Is foot placement. That's apparently been improved. I'm not sure if people had a complaint about that before, but I'm not a scooter person, so I probably wouldn't notice if it was off or anything, but that's another thing that's apparently been changed. And, oh yeah, another big one is grind. Like, the angles you go into grinds has been improved. Like, the way it locks in. Because for me, whenever I went at things pretty straight on, it never locked in. And you kind of got this weird not grind. You're in a grind position, but you're just sliding all over the place. But now, I think so far, everything I've done in this video, everything's locked in properly. You don't get any weird things happening with that stuff. So that's kind of a big improvement, I would say. Ouch. You notice something there as well? That's also a new addition. You can do sliders forwards, which is kind of a unique trick to scooters, I think. Well, you can kind of do it on a BMX as well, but it's a lot harder, I would say, compared to a scooter. Actually, maybe look at that last trick with the fisheye. Okay, by nobody's standards is that an exciting trick or anything like that, but it should give you an idea of what it looks like. I do find the field of view, I can't tell if it's too high or it's too low, but compared to session, it does seem maybe slightly over-exaggerated. I'm not sure. I didn't really think much about it before, but when I was trying to film that, it did feel kind of extreme somehow. Is that the second time he banged his head on that? Okay. There's a smith. You'll notice actually the right stick was pointing up and to the left, whereas Feebles are down and to the right. So I guess it's which direction the thing that's hanging off is pointed, if that makes sense. In Pipe it's like up and towards whatever it is, or up or down and towards whatever it is. In this it's kind of like opposites, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't make sense. Try it for yourself and you'll figure it out. It is kind of slightly different to the way Pipe does it. Okay, we're at Citrus Plaza, which is one of the few maps that's been updated to run this version of the game. That's not to say other maps don't work, but I do think their lighting's a bit crazy at the minute. The game got updated to a different version of Unity, from what I know. Something about that means like the lighting system has changed, or map makers need to like update to get things working properly, which is, I guess, just the nature of these sort of games. Holy crap. But yeah, as far as I know, I think this and Barbie Land, which is another kind of crazy looking map, which maybe I haven't covered, I don't think. These two seem to be the ones that have been updated so far. I'm guessing other things will as well in the end, but just a heads up that if you load up other mod maps and they look a bit crazy, it's because of the Unity thing. Kind of like this little area. You can just sort of flow forever. Okay, I say that, I screw up, but... And I know people don't like the autocomplete flares and flips, but for me, I kind of enjoy them for whatever reason. It does mean you can focus on doing tricks within a flare rather than like in Streets or Pipe. I guess Pipe. Streets seems to have changed to this sort of system. But in Pipe, it was a nightmare just, well, to even get a clean flare, to be honest. Never mind like doing a trick within it. Oh damn, transfer. Ooh, this bit looks interesting. Okay, I need to do some sort of drop-off bar spin or tail whip trick here, I think. Yeah, there's something about those sort of tricks which just feel really nice. Especially on Scoop for some reason. Here's another variation. Not bad. That's kind of what I mean about those mini hops though, like maybe their best use for me is to actually do those sort of tricks, like a little hop, do something fakey down a gap. It's a pretty nice map actually. Spend more time on it. I don't know if I covered this in a video or not. Did I? My memory's so bad now, like playing different games and doing different stuff at the same time. Overall, yeah, this game still feels nice. Like, it's getting better and better. There's more cool little additions. Smiths and Feebles things was nice because... yeah... no, just more variations is always welcomed, I think. The more options you have, the more creative you can be, I would say. Ouch. And you know what? I think I may actually leave the video here. Oof. Another one. Got 540. Nice and clean. Yeah. All in all, pretty good, I think. If you haven't played it before, I'd definitely give it a go. If you're waiting for streets and you kind of want to get a feel for what, especially transition, may somewhat feel like it's not going to be the same because it's, you know, different people making it, but it does seem to share a similar kind of way of dealing with a lot of that stuff. Same with the flips and flares. Controversial maybe, but it's not too bad when you get used to it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, all the other stuff, and I'll be back with plenty more. I'm playing a lot of Session right now. Who knows when the Streets trailer will be out. Maybe by the time I do this video, like when it's published. Who knows, but happy days. Anyway, yeah, thanks. Okay, we're coming up to this again. Let's do it one more time. Sweet. See you later.